everyone. How are we?
Welcome to
The restaurant.
another episode. We actually don't know what episode this is because the way we filmed them before has been a bit...
My fault. I'm
No,
keeping the yell for taking time in the edition.
No, I think it's both our faults because we talk too much. We originally wanted to do like half an hour episodes.
But now we talk too much.
And every time we get together, we're normally talking for about 2 hours. So what we've done is actually split like what we recorded one video up into about 3 or 4 pieces, which is why there was about 3 or 4 videos of Arturo and then three of me or something like that. So I think that's why.
Yeah, I think so. Also, we don't want to bother you a lot with so many time.
We pretty bored
maybe, but we try to do it now in half hour. So let's see how it was today. But for sure, we'll be 2 hours again shooting. So let's things first.
Yeah. Oh, wine, of course.
Of course.
I have wine for a while.
Usual white wine. I did have a quite fun this weekend. It was a hardcore weekend.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I did lost everything.
Again. So immigration must be happy. Like, hi Arturo, we've not seen you for a while.
Yeah,
it's been
because they
at
don't
least 2 weeks.
see you. Yeah, oh yeah, true. Okay, this is number 4 time you lost your ID, so now the charge is more. Okay.
Is it more?
Yeah, I think it's every time that you go, they charge you a little bit more.
Do you have the new ID now?
Not yet.
Oh, but will they give the new ID this time, or will they give the old style?
I think it's the new style.
New style. Okay,
So
well at least you got the new style early.
Exactly. So I'm being part of the trend, so it's okay.
Exactly. Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to another episode, guys. Another podcast. That's nice. What are we going to talk about today? Actually, no, I think I know. You want to talk about some stuff, but I want to talk about you again in a sense because this guy here has some massive news. So it's over to you. Explain to everyone what's just happened to you.
Well, for me, it was really incredible that I know my restaurant is part of the Discovery 50 Best list, which is not the 50 Best, it's after the 50 Best.
So top 100.
Yeah, it's kind of top 100. Even though I'm not in the 50, I'm out of the 50, but it's still Discovery 50, which is a bit confusing, but at least have a really nice award which reward us for our hard working on 5 years. It's just about all the concept, the restaurant, the team, the service, the food, the drinks, everything was like recognized like it's something a good deal to be part. So for us I feel so thrilled to have this.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So I only found out. Well, actually, I found out a while ago before it came out.
Yes.
You told us, and we've kept quiet for a long time. And I've been wanting to talk about this for ages. And when we saw you the other day after we finished work. We crossed paths after we finished work, and we just had a brief chat. And it's like, when you first come to Hong Kong, all the haters and they're saying you're not real Peruvian. This isn't real Peruvian food. This is like a finger to them, to all of them, because this is fantastic news, and this isn't just Asia's 50 best. This is the world's 50 best restaurants, and then it's after the 50 best, then they select another however many restaurants to be part of it, and this is massive news, and you must be super chuffed.
Totally, like I'm really shocked. The first day I know the news, I'm just starting crying. No, I'm an emotional person, but sometimes I'm that emotional person that I'm like, no way, because at a certain point that you are keeping going what you do. And you better reward is when your guests tell you like how amazing they're having fun on that meal or that day or that lunch or that brunch in this restaurant. For me, always that's the best one, and I never think about it to do competition or to push harder to be in this list. Always was push harder to make happy our guests. But when this is happening, it's wow. And then we want to share with the guys, and then my boss said, no, let's keep low profile, no need till is a formal announcement. So I was for a month like I want to say, I want to put it in my Facebook, I want to put it in my social media, I want, but I need to cool down, wait.
It must be hard. It's like dynamite going, like an egg timer going off, right? It's
exactly. So, but then when timing comes through, I posted also in my social media. I need to wait first that my company posted first, so it's more official and I can do it. I receive a lot of love from many friends for around the world, like normally for my students in Peru, for my family, for my friends. You guys are one bigger supporters, so I was like, wow, no? It takes a little bit of fame for a while. So now it's like...
Love and adulation. But you get that anyway from customers and stuff like, you know. And I think I said on previous podcasts, I think I've said before that you're probably the most well-known Peruvian restaurant in Hong Kong anyway, Tokylima.
Yeah.
I mean, there are others out there and they're famous or they're good or whatever, but I think if someone says to someone, oh, name a Peruvian restaurant in Hong Kong, I think it's always Tokylima, but you're also one of the most well-known restaurants in Hong Kong that's just not Peruvian, you know.
Yeah, it's coming since Chicha, all these things, no? I never think like people will remember me all the time, or it will get to know really many people that love to be in my places, know where I am, no? That's happening in Chicha, that's happening in Tokylima. So let's see what more else can happen and what more else we can achieve, no? Because like when you receive a certain award, even though you don't expect it or you don't was working for that, it's like a game on, right? So now it's
you can't stop there, right?
Exactly.
You have to go, what's the next stage, right?
Yeah, of course. And after that, we have few chats with my bosses, and they are like, oh, by the way, Arturo, we want to go to this goal
Next
and this
level.
goal and this next levels, but no pressure on. And I'm like, of course, no pressure.
No, but I
on,
mean, to get the award is kind of like an affirmation that you're doing something good. You know, it's like, you know, well done. Like, of all the customers have told you you're doing well done. Now this is like the industry experts telling you, like, here you go, well done, here's your awards. So do you get a certificate or anything, or that you can hang up in the restaurant or anything like that?
I think we don't have certificate. It's just part of we are in the website of the list. And
do they publish a book or anything?
I'm not sure about it. I don't think so. They publish a book. They usually do a...
But what's really good about this? Let's say, okay, in this time we cannot travel anyway, but let's just say when, hopefully, fingers crossed, when all this is over and we're allowed to travel again, if someone's coming to Hong Kong and they're coming from London, New York, wherever, if this is the kind of thing they follow, they're going to look on this and go, okay, top 50 best, we've probably done that before. Okay, let's see what's in the discovery. Let's see what they would think is an up-and-coming restaurant, and they would think like, oh, I've discovered this one first. So it's probably going to, when we can travel again and we get tourists back into Hong Kong, it's probably going to increase your business by quite a, a good percent, 10-20% probably. Do you know what I mean?
It could. Yeah. These are a little bit expectation. Finger crossed all this travel situation get better. Because to be honest, I don't want to travel around because the rules change, and then I have friends they go for because they have 7 days supposed to be of quarantine, but then when they was outside of Hong Kong, the rule changed after 10 days, and then they need to do 21 days. I'm sorry, I cannot be with myself 21 days. So I prefer travel after everything changed. I don't think so. No one else wants to be with me 21 days. But yeah, when everything is starting to get more open, Hong Kong as usual will attract more tourists. And it will be good for us also.
But even but it also has I was talking about someone this back the other day. Hong Kong also has not just tourists per se, but it has business tourists.
Yeah.
So a lot of businessmen come in from out of town. You're based in Central, as we are now as well. So when they're in the offices, they're looking like, okay, what's the place to go? And they want to take someone somewhere good. So if they're looking on this list, and then let's say the top restaurants in Hong Kong are fully booked, then they're like, okay, let's go down to the discovery list. Tokylima is going to be on there, and it's just going to increase your traffic, right, I think. So
yeah,
I think
it will help a lot. Yeah, you know? Since we are doing well, few days are a bit more better than other days, but it's part of the deal right now.
Yeah,
we don't have much people in Hong Kong yet, but I think so. We will increase. We are getting ready for that. We are doing something better in Tokylima, we're starting to renew the place because after almost 5 years, they need to retouch something. I was asking him, they have budget to retouch something, and he says, no, maybe this will be too expensive.
Are you talking about yourself or Tokylima?
Yeah.
You're like, can I?
Yes, can I a little bit, cheap, no?
I think it's going to cost a lot more than it is.
Yeah, they say that. So they said, no, Arturo, we don't have that budget yet. Well.
So are you? Well, cheers anyway. Massive congratulations
so
to you. I'm super happy for you. I'm so stoked, and I don't know. Maybe a lot of chefs will be jealous that you have this, but I'm super happy for you. So, and I think it's just I think it's late. I think it's late in coming for you, for the kind of restaurants you've been working in. I think you should have got this a long time ago, even in Chicha, that kind of thing. I think you should probably got it then, but it just shows your dedication, your hard work, and like I now work at Central, I see this guy all the time, and every day he's looking like this, but it's not. You look tired every day, but it's just because you put in so much effort to what you do. You're at work all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, last week you don't have a day off, right?
Yeah.
So when we're filming this now, from the last week you don't have days off, and that's normal for you. Do you know what I mean? It's normal for you. And you have 2 days off this week, and I asked him like, "Oh, why'd you have 2 days off? How'd you get that?" He's like, "Because I didn't have a day off last week." I was like, "Oh, I thought the company would be nice to give you an extra day off." It's like, no, it's just one I got back from the previous time, right?
No, I mean, I think that all of us, we work harder in F&B. It's no chef can just say it like they don't work harder. Our life is really tough in Hong Kong. No.
Yeah, we're filming this on our lunch break, by the way.
Yeah.
We've not had lunch yet.
Oh, you didn't? I did.
Oh, you did. That's right.
I did before I drink because otherwise I would have had that.
I had a sandwich for breakfast.
At least for breakfast I didn't. No, but I mean, like most of my friends chefs, they really congratulate me and they was truly honest.
Yep.
No. If someone get jealous, I hope so, is that the good jealousy that you can have it, like how he can have it this and I don't and I want to, no?
Yep.
Or why I cannot deserve that one, like that type of jealousy. I think so is really nice to have it. I've been in that place few times, no?
Yeah, but I don't subscribe to that. It's like, if I see you have this, I don't go, why do I not have it? If I want it, I have to work hard for it to do it. And then I have to get the team around me, not just in the restaurant, but the marketing team or whatever, to try and work towards this. I don't go, oh, I'm jealous of you. It's like, I'm just happy for you. And if I want it,
thank you.
If I get it, it's deserved. You know what I mean? And I don't like the jealousy of, oh, why has he got it? He doesn't deserve it. Or how can I get it? He's got it. I want it. It's like, no, you get it because, I mean, it is about you and your food, but it's also the team around you, right? But
they do
everyone
an amazing job.
It's everyone that works there, and everyone's worked there, and everyone behind the scenes, everyone front of house, back of house, is everyone. It's a team effort, and the chef just can't get it by himself because it's never going to happen, right? It's about everything, and the service has to be good, the food has to be good, the marketing. I mean, Prata Group's marketing is amazing.
It's really good, though.
It's so good in their social media, and it's everywhere, and you're always loud on social media, and so it's a team effort, and I think this is the first Prata Group restaurant to have this, right?
Yeah, it's the first Prata Group restaurant, so it reflects in all the team because, as you say, it's like not just about the chef can be by himself alone. Even though you're really good or it's really great, if you don't have a really good team in the kitchen, if you don't have really good members in the floor staff, they do understand what you want to achieve and they want to be part of it. And they're about the managers and the bar team and even dishwashers and
that's
everything.
what I was about to say. It's even the dishwasher. It's everyone from the dishwasher up, right? And if they're washing dishes slow and then you can't get the plates back in time, then your service is slow. Or if they're not being careful and they're chipping your plates, and then these kind of inspectors come in, you got chipped plates, they'd be like, why is all the plates chipped? You know what I mean? It's like, so it's everything from every single person, and
it's hard.
I think as you being in charge there and the floor manager with you and then your big bosses, it's about getting the team around you to work in an efficient way, right?
Yeah.
And doing the best they can, and getting on board with your passion as well, right? So
it's a long journey, but I believe that we still have a long journey to go. No?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's good. You can't rest on your laurels, right? You can't stop there.
We've achieved it
now. We've achieved it now. Let's sit back and relax. No, you have to.
Of course, I want to look at. I want to have my 1 year sabbatic, no working, just reading my money, but it's impossible to do it. No, I wish, but
especially right now.
There's
a massive shortage of chefs and waiting staff in Hong Kong right now, so we're working extra
and then,
hours.
of course, and also, because lately it's harder to find the staff.
It's really hard to find staff now,
for all the restrictions that they have, and then of course Hong Kong is starting opening more, and of course we will have new projects coming soon, so Hong Kong never stop in that part, so always is something that you never need to rely on what you are doing, so always keep on point what can happen and what you want to achieve later on, continuously.
Totally. Yeah.
So
what's the next stage? What do you want to achieve next in Tokylima. So you've got this in terms of some kind of show of your achievement and your hard work. So what would you like to do next?
Well, in Tokylima, we have clear mind that we don't want to stop. Since day one is being successful, so what we want to do now is moving forward to what else we can achieve with Tokylima brand, no? So who is Tokylima and how this Tokylima growing up, you know? Part of that is a little bit of new stylish, a little bit, no? Always a new refreshing on the deco is amazing, but also working harder more in the creativity of the menus. What else I can do it? And also I'm talking with a new manager of bar. He has a great ideas. So let's bring all that together and create a Tokylima 2.0. You know, you always can do better what you are doing better. No.
So if you're not gonna move forward in the sense like if you're not going to improve, then there's no point being in this industry, right?
Exactly.
Or any industry in terms of that, right? So yeah.
Yeah. So like it will be really grateful to see what can happen later on with Tokylima. Nothing like I say, it's game on. So
Awesome.
Let's continue.
So is a Michelin star on the horizon? Is it something you like to work towards, or something you don't?
To be honest, when I'm starting working harder in Hong Kong, I never dreamed or never was my goal to be in this list or have these awards. No, always my concern and my focus on was always work harder for what I was doing for the reward of my guests. No, if my bosses are happy, way better, right? But then when all this started happening, you get a bit more ambitious. So it will be amazing if we work harder for that one.
Yep.
If we have it, really amazing. But if we want, well, it's something that we need to keep improve, or is other stage that we need to move forward. No. So of course, ideas coming up, pressure coming up more, but it's how much we want to do it as a team.
Yep.
And if something coming up as a reward, it will be amazing.
Yeah.
But the idea is don't stop. Help us to believe more in ourselves that what we are doing for 5 years is a good achievement. Because sometimes you are doing something good, but after 5 years you don't see the clue like what you are doing. Sometimes you need a break a little bit, no, to analyze what you're doing. Or in that case, was this reward like help me to understand like hey, yeah, we are doing something amazing.
Yeah.
And don't stop. Yes, let's keep it going. Now with the humor, with the good attendance. Sometimes with the bad comments of what people don't like it, but it's harder to please everyone.
Yeah, like I've had a lot of my bosses, because we still don't have our liquor license yet. So a lot of our bosses bringing their friends down, and I always talk to them, and I'll be honest with me. Like, okay, you've had 6 tapas between two of you. And I'll always ask them, okay, so what was your favorite dish? And they'll be like, okay, this particular dish. And I'm like, okay, what was your... Because they always say, oh yeah, everything was amazing. But I don't want to hear that, personally. I want to hear okay, what was your actual favorite dish? And then I say, even though you may like it, but what was your least favorite dish and why? Because I can't improve if you don't tell me, everything was wonderful, everything was good. It's like, yeah, but tell me which one you didn't like and then why. And then when you actually start to say look, you may have liked the dish, but which one was your least favorite? They start to open up and they tell you why, and you're like, okay, thank you. And I'm not going to change the dish just because maybe one comment, but if everyone starts to say the same thing, I'll be like, okay, let me look at it. Do you know what I mean?
It's true. I have a friend. He always does the same thing when he go with the other friends. They always asking. They were always telling me, oh, by the way, Arturo, we really love these dishes, like our favorites, and this one are the less favorites, and try to understand. In the beginning, for me, it was a little bit so annoying, but then they are my friends, so they are doing
They're gonna be honest with you.
Exactly.
But it doesn't mean say they don't like the dish.
Exactly.
They can tell you okay, this is not my favorite dish because, for argument's sake, I like strong flavors. So I like something really sour. I love sour things. I like something really bitter, or I like a pronounced flavor, or if it's charred, I like a really strong charred taste. So if I eat something that has a strong taste, then I eat something that's a little bit more bland, even if it's meant to be more bland or more balanced, then I'll be like, yeah, actually I like the dish, but I don't like it because the flavors are not strong enough for me, right? But it doesn't mean to say the dish is bad.
It's wrong.
It just means that this is my personal taste. But if 10 people in 1 week start to say the same kind of comment, you'd be like, okay,
Is something wrong with the dish?
Not necessarily even wrong with it. What you then start to understand is actually the customers I seem to get in prefer stronger tasting things, right?
Yeah.
So it's not even the dish is bad per se, it's that your audience that come in, your customers that come in have this
What is they preferring
I
most
mean,
of the
it's
time?
like most local people, they don't like salty, like
No.
foods that are more saltier. So we've talked about this before. We've adjusted our dishes to make them a little bit less salty than what they would be. Or I always want to do like some salt baked fish or like salted cod, the bacalao. But I always think it's probably going to be a little bit too salty for local people, and I've tried it on them before. So it's like there's no point doing it, right? Because the majority of people come in, they'll be like, it's a bit too salty, and it's like, well, it's meant to be salty, but it's not to say the dish is bad. It's just that's the flavor palette of
the people are different.
Yeah, of the customers that we generally get in. Do you know what I mean? So you then have to think, okay, yeah, let's adjust that kind of.
Or some people are truly honest and say, I don't have nothing against your dish, but for example, this dish with that thing, I don't like it personally.
Yeah.
Because last weekend I had a friend that apart from my branch, I have one of the dishes with it's a ceviche with a mango. So, so it's a bit mango sweeter flavor, and he don't like mango for fuck.
Yeah.
So it's totally normal. He says, "Oh, can I have other one because I don't like mango?"
Yeah.
It's not about the dish. He don't like it. Just the fact they have mango is something they don't like. He don't like it. He asking, no? If we are able to provide that one, why not? No, it's part of our deal to make happy our guests.
Yeah, totally. Like I had someone come in, I think about 2 weeks ago. And 2 different tables ordered the octopus dish, and one said, "Oh my god, this is like one of the best octopus I've ever had." And then the next table said, "Oh, it's nice, but there's too much different flavors going on." So it's not that the dish is bad. They didn't say no, the dish is bad. They just said, "Oh, there's a bit too much for me. There's a bit too much going on because we put the octopus, capers, caper berries, potatoes, and some lemon zest." And they said for them there's a bit too much going on, but they said, "Oh, actually the dish is nice. It's just that for me there's too much going on," and they're just honest. So it's like, okay, next time you come in, tell me what you don't want, and then I can take one of the ingredients out, right?
Yeah,
so,
of course.
If it's possible, why not?
So,
why always get dark? Oh, perfect.
I can cut that one.
Technical issues.
Always happen a bit.
So so Michelin stars are a thing you would like to achieve, maybe that you like to maybe work towards. Then,
if it's happened, yes, why not? Right now.
And then another thing I want to ask is, would you like to take Tokylima, the brand, into other cities or other countries?
It's something would be amazing, no? It scares me a little bit to make something out of the...
Because she did a pop-up in Singapore, right? With Neon Pigeon.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was funny because for a year, the year I didn't was working... I was doing kitchen as a chef in Singapore. One of my favorite restaurants was Neon Pigeon.
Oh, okay.
And then suddenly have the opportunity to go back to Singapore to do a pop-up in that restaurant was amazing news, no? Like for me, I love to do this one. And then when we did the pop-up, people was really good feedbacks with the food, no? And with that pop-up, when people coming to Hong Kong, no, they was coming to Tokylima because they try the food, no, and they want to try all the food package, no, because in a pop-up you
have certain
items,
dishes,
exactly,
that's it, right?
But they want to come in to see the place themselves and everything, so it is amazing. So I don't mind to do pop-ups. I think so it will be amazing. We can open Tokylima in other cities. It scares me a little bit that how much we can control that, because when you're far away, certain decisions is not, but in the end of the day, if we have a strong team and everything goes well, why not? No, it's part of the thing to growing up. So
well, the main thing is finding the chef you can trust, right?
Exactly.
To do your way, and then going over to that city or country.
And we always need to adjust something, no? As every city need to adjust it. So we love to, but let's see what happens. Many projects happening. No, we keeping growing up as a company. So let's see slowly.
Are we done here?
I think so.
Yeah.
we
That was
should do
short
a break.
episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was a small one.
Yeah.
Let's do a little bit break and then we can be back because we was having other idea to talk about it. We can do it in a little bit more.
Did you notice how professional we are now, by the way? We have 2 microphones. now.
Yes,
This is the
finally.
first time.
Lights,
Behind the
professional,
scenes, there's
2
another
cameras.
camera, there's another light. It's like, wow, we're so professional now.
It would be amazing. So let's keep in touch with you guys.
So I want to say a big congratulations to you.
Thank
again.
you
So
so
this
much.
one's all about you and all about Tokylima and being on the world's 50 best discovery. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
50
I'm
story
super
best.
happy for you. You deserve this. You deserve this a long
Thank
time
you so
ago. I really
much.
believe that, and so super happy for you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So cheers,
So
guys.
this is a short video this time. So if you actually like this, give us a like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about us. If they're interested in like restaurants and what goes on behind the scenes. I think the next couple of videos we're gonna do is gonna be quite interesting.
Of
Like
course.
behind the scenes of what it's like to start up a restaurant, this kind of stuff, and
That's the more hardcore part, but the most fun part.
yeah.
That you hate it in the beginning, but then when you remember back what happened when you
Yeah,
was
how easy it is.
you
Yeah.
was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
at least you have something different to do every day. But
Yeah.
let's keep for the next episode.
Yeah, let's do that. Cheers,
Cheers.
guys.
Thank
See you
you.
later. Bye.
Bye bye.